Okay. Hey, y'all. So, I am reading Am I the Asshole? Reddit's Threads. Okay. So, first one today. Am I the asshole for saying that she's not the best sex I've ever had? That's kind of OD. But I don't know. Because I'm just like, is it in a nice constructive criticism type of way? Or is it a condescending type of way? But let's see. Okay, I've been casually seeing this girl for a few weeks now. I'd say we hooked up about 20 times, give or take. She's much less experienced than me, as she was in a sexless relationship for many years. The sex is good, not amazing, but good. She's not the most active during sex. She gets tired quite easily and doesn't like doing the work on top. Doesn't give head that much, is quite passive, etc. I talked to her about it and she said that she would improve upon it, but hasn't. It's not that big of a deal to where I would require her to change for us to have a good time, so I thought it was pointless to keep bringing it up. We're quite open with our sexuality and we discuss it frequently. We talk about past sex experiences, good and bad, kinks, favorite positions, and all kinds of stuff. Yesterday, she came out to my apartment and we had sex. We were having the post-sex conversation when she asked me, am I the best sex you ever had? Oh, brother. Now, the actual answer was definitely no. But I didn't want to start an argument, especially because I was sleepy, but I also didn't want to be dishonest. I asked her if she wanted me to be honest. She told me to be honest, and I said, no, you're not the best. But it's still good, which is why I'm seeing you. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't even have called you. So look at it in a positive light. The more sex we had, the better it will get as we get more comfortable with each other, so that's something to look forward to. She immediately got defensive and said that I've complained about our sex life quite a few times. She said that I've talked about previous partners who did everything that I've wanted. There's no way you think our sex is good, quote unquote. I told her that there's no point ranking or thinking about anybody else. The fact is that we are in the same bed right now. Isn't that what really matters? We started fighting all of a sudden right before we were supposed to sleep. She called me an insensitive asshole for talking shit, but I didn't even think I was. Dang. Oh my gosh, Gouda! Gouda! Girl. Yo, she literally barks at the door at any sound of someone might being outside. Gouda, move from the door. Gouda. And then it's just literally me yelling, her barking back and forth. It's always been like this too. Like since she was puppy, there was no time when she would not run and start barking at the door. She's like a little guard dog, but she's just mad scary when somebody comes in. And she likes people too, so she literally just walks up to anybody, really. Are you done? Anyways, dang. I'm gonna say not the asshole. Cause like, why she ask him when she knew that he already had complaints about their sex life? I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't ask him like that. And I feel like I been asked this before too, and I gave an honest answer, and I don't think I was an asshole either. Cause it's just like, be for real. Let me see what these comments say. You say it best when you say nothing at all. True. This, my friend, is a classic shit test you failed. Pass or fail, Shit testers are shit, not worthy of anyone's time. No, she failed the moment she asked it. This is a red flag all day. Someone said classic. Another said emotional games won't build meaningful connection. It's time for honesty and personal growth in relationship, not manipulation. True. Yeah, because I feel like if he's being honest and saying no, then they could literally talk about the things that would make it a yeah. Like, I don't like. I wouldn't. I don't think you should go on lying in the relationship the whole time. I mean, they're just seeing each other, but I don't know. I think you should ask her if she was best for him. I don't F with women who ask questions and dump anger at the answer. Overall in life, I want that. And in bed, after effing, I don't want that. I don't want sex with someone so much that I'm going to do the math about answering questions. To me, that's bothersome. Middle school shit. I'll share a bed with someone else or nobody before accepting that. LOL, to me that's not fun. If I have to go through the gauntlet of ridiculous questions like that, I'd have fun with it, LOL. Another person said, of course she really thought you were going to say yes. Perhaps for her, it really is the best sex she's ever had and assume it was reciprocal. The moral of the tale is, don't ever ask a question unless you're completely prepared for whatever answer comes up. Not the asshole. Dang. Another person said to that, exactly, this is up there with the guy asking if he's the biggest in certain areas their partner has ever had. Horrible question to ask if they had been pretty sexually active before you met them. Yeah, that's a terrible question too. But someone said under that said, insides and everything, at least till you get to micropene. Then the lack can be very important. Most women don't even prefer really big guys. Quality over quantity. True. Dang. Okay, let me read one more comment. Alright, this is a thick one. People don't want honest answers. They want you to make them feel okay about themselves and what they're currently doing. I know my ex was not great in bed, to say the least, and she knew it too. Don't did all to change, but would periodically look to me to lie to her about it, so she could feel better about not trying to change. Oh, and you could sub out personal odor and lack of social skills for sex. She knew she smelled on occasion and knew she struggled socially. She just wanted me to tell her it was all fine so she could keep doing it. It's a terrible question to ask, and if you answered it as best you could, just move on. Her insecurity is not what you signed up for. Dang. That one. I never understood this. I want honestly. I want honesty? I think that's what it means. How can I improve if I don't know what I'm doing wrong or that there are areas needing improving? If my partner continuously claims I'm the best ever, then I just assume that they're lying about it and likely other things. Yeah. What? Yeah, because if they're lying about that, who knows what else they're lying about? The right question would be, is there anything I could do to improve your experience? Not, am I the best? For real. For real. What can you do to improve the experience? That's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna read one more. Oh my gosh. Okay, posted 14 hours ago. Would I be the asshole if I divorced my husband after the death of our child? Oh, this is gonna be heavy. Okay. My husband, oh my gosh, she put his name here too. My husband, Liam, 39 male, and I, 36 female, have been married for 11 years, together for 15. A couple of years ago, our little bundle of joy, our 6-year-old daughter, was snatched away from us in a car accident in which Liam was driving. I was back home when I received a call from the hospital. Liam was in the ICU for a month while I received the terrible news of the death of our daughter who died on the spot. He went in shock when he heard the news. Ever since then, Liam had been completely withdrawn from me. He took off all the pictures which contained our daughter, turned her room into his study, and pretended as if our daughter never existed. I knew he was grieving. Many times I heard him silently weeping in our daughter's room. I tried to get him into therapy or for us to go to counseling, but he had shut down my offer every single time and goes enraged whenever I mention it. He yells, he breaks things and storms off, doesn't come back home for a couple of days, leaving me worried sick. Yeah, these are all red flags. He barely comes home nowadays, completely avoids me, and rejects my every attempt for comfort. Once, when I tried to make him understand that this wasn't what our daughter would have wanted, he completely lost it, smashed the flower pot against the wall, and told me to go F myself, or better, die, and never come back. Yeah, girl, get out of there. Liam was never like this. He was a very sweet, calm, and patient man, and loved our daughter to death. So much so that her first words was Dada. Honestly, I want to know who's at fault for the accident. That's what I'm curious about. But yeah, after all this, I wouldn't blame you if you divorced him. And it's like, this is not just his grief, like she's grieving too. And to not have a supportive husband during the whole thing when he was the one driving is crazy. And to refuse any type of therapy is wild. I still love him, but I miss our daughter too. I need some comfort too. Neither of us have any siblings, and our close friends are in different countries. Liam is North Carolina with his mother while his father had died. Oh, it's just NC, yeah. Liam is no contact with his mother while his father had died shortly after the birth of our daughter. My parents tried to comfort me as much as they could. They told me to be patient with him, to help him get back on his feet, but I'm tired. I tried everything. Damn. Earlier, we used to share the household chores, but now I've completely taken them on myself, so we can grieve in peace. I cook his favorite meals while he throws away without even taking a single bite. Girl, no. Get up out of there. The last straw was a couple months ago when I told him if he didn't get into therapy, I'd file for a divorce. He coldly smiled at me and thanked me for showing him my true colors. He told me to go ahead with the divorce since I was so eager to ditch him. I feel guilty, horrible, and completely useless, but I just can't go on like this any longer. Should I give him more time? Would things get better? Would I be the asshole if I leave him now, when I am supposed to be comforting him? Oh my gosh, yo, this sucks. This really sucks. This sucks. Dang, like, I feel bad. I do feel bad. Because it's just like, I really get where she's coming from for wanting to stick it out with him and try, because it's their kid they lost. And I'm guessing it's the only child, because I don't see any mention of any other kids. And he was the one driving. I can't even imagine the amount of guilt and like shame he feels. But at the same time, that doesn't give you the right to take it out on your partner or to treat them like that. Like throwing out her food without taking a bite, and she's doing all that to prepare it for you? That's ham AF. Let me see what these comments are saying. Okay, OP, there comes a time to take care of yourself. Grief is a monster that turns many cold. You can seem like you're ready to try to move on and gain some sense of peace. You can't do so in this environment, it sounds like. Save yourself this time. Liam will be okay. You deserve to live. I'm so sorry for your loss and wish you peace. Spirit fingers. Also, I'm curious if Liam suffered a TBI in the crash, because although grief can and does change people, in this situation, TBI is also likely and could be compounding the issue. I'm not saying OP should martyr herself, but I would be concerned medically as well as emotionally for him. Yeah, it could be something else going on too. As a physician, TBI was my first immediate thought / suspicion. Very, very sad situation. Time for OP to get out and seek the treatment and healing she deserves. For real. These people are speaking facts. Let me see another one. Okay. Firstly, I'm sorry for your lost OP. Secondly, not the ass at all. You can't help him in the state in which he won't help himself, and he's going to take you down with him if you don't leave. You've tried and tried again. As others have said, maybe this will be a wake-up call he needs. Maybe not, but you don't deserve to drown in this sorrow with him. Thirdly, and this is just me playing therapist here with the information provided, is it possible he resents you trying to help him through his grief and still loving him even though he caused, quote-unquote, your daughter's death? Like he expects you to hate him, but you don't. And that's the root of some of his anger alongside the obvious guilt he probably feels. Yo, facts. Some people can't deal with that. I don't know if or why he resents me, but the day the news was broken to him, he went into complete shock and only continued repeating, "I'm sorry," like a robot. I assume he was apologizing to our daughter, even though I told him multiple times that it wasn't his fault. Dang. He was driving. He probably feels responsible. He probably feels guilty when he looks at you. He thinks he killed your daughter. He doesn't understand how you can still be with someone whose actions harm your child. He doesn't resent you, but he can't face you and he can't believe you can still love him. Yeah. Honestly, if it was me and my child passed away in a car accident on a car I was driving, I would probably feel the same way too. Because what? Like, you would think your spouse's natural reaction is to just hate you because that's their kid. But, I mean, for her to still be able to love him, I mean, that's a blessing too, but I could see why he'd have a hard time accepting that. Another person said to that, "Yes, this is what I see as well. I don't think OP can really help him now. First of all, he must himself reach a decision to live and come back. If he comes out of it, he must do it by himself. And oh, it would be awesome if OP would still be around by then. But nobody knows if and when it might happen. So I would really not blame OP if she does go on with her life." Yeah. I mean, who could blame her? Events like this change people forever, and a couple shouldn't expect to still be the same people individually, not together, after things like this. How he chooses to cope with his perceived new version of himself, given everything he must be feeling and thinking, will influence how they are as a couple. Some people spiral after events like this. Some seek therapy and other forms of coping, drugs, alcohol, etc. He must make the decision for coping with the things on his own. Yeah. I would hate to see OP get the divorce just because I feel the dad is suffering in the guilt aspect of it all. I'm scared her divorcing him may send him down an even worse hole. I do understand she is suffering too, but I just wish dad would make the choice to live again so they could both move on. Yeah, I mean, that is like an unfortunate situation and it's pretty sad. Like, I feel like if he was able to come to his senses a bit and decide to seek their therapy and extra help in order to get him out of the situation mentally, then they could maybe preserve the relationship. But if he does keep going down the path he is right now, then it's kind of just like he is dragging her down too, and she needs to be able to accept and live life to the best of her ability. But dang, that is sad. Well, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I can read some more of those in the future. And yeah.